whole premise of Prayer Shawl is to kind of combine your talents with the spiritual side of it. Talked to several people about how could we get one started, and we finally did. And I put it out on outreach. In the first 2 months, it was me by my lonesome sitting here waiting for somebody to come in. But then it started picking up, and now we've got 9 and a potential for 10. One of the people that we've taken both prayer shawls and lap blankets to is Jim Bagby. Melanie was ill for a long time, and we sent her the shawl.
It started 15 years ago with my wife gradually getting worse health-wise and having so many problems. And then last year was the tipping point where I thought I was going to lose it because I seen her just slipping away and getting worse.
And Jim told me one day, he said that has meant so much to her that she keeps wrapped up in that all the time.
Sometimes we get discouraged in our Christian walk and just ask the question, why, Lord, why are we going through this? And it was on October 26, 11/25, a year ago, that my heart was broke. And it caused me to really go into a deep depression, and was just wondering how am I going to get through this, because she was just part of my life. We were married 65 years, and it was like part of my heart was just ripped out.
And then not too long ago, he was having some health issues, and he got a lap robe. So we were able to minister to both of them in the same way.
And what really touched my heart, throughout the shawl, there is a purple thread, and that was my wife's favorite color. She loved wearing purple for the royalty of Jesus Christ.
Probably 20 years ago, it was considered part of hospice, and it was for people who were dying or had a family member dying, and that's not the case. This is for anybody with any kind of a need.
I was no stranger to pain at that point. I had had about 6 major orthopedic surgeries up until the point of December 31st, 2021. I had gotten to the point where I couldn't walk very well at all. I had very little feeling in my legs, and I had to have a spinal surgery. I'd been putting it off. A week later, I had to have an emergency resection of that surgery, and I ended up staying in Christ Joint and Spine for 2.5 weeks total. It was so hard. I could hardly walk. I used a walker for 2 months after that. I couldn't do any activity. Basically, I sat in my chair out here and I felt like how the weather is today, just gray and sad, and cried a whole lot.
I have been told so many times from people that have received them how much it meant to them, that it brought them comfort. A lot of them will say, when I'm feeling down, I just get that and I wrap it around me, and I can just feel the love. I can feel the comfort.
I got the visit from a very dear friend of mine who's on the caring committee, brought this prayer blanket, shawl, however you want to call it, just brought it over to me. I just sobbed. I think knowing that somebody sat and prayed over me and made this for me with love, and I don't know how to describe it, but it was extremely moving for me. And I sat out here with it for weeks, months, as I began the really painful process of recovery.
The prayer shawl ministry touched her life because they gave her a shawl. And just the thought behind that some people are thinking about you and praying for you. What a comfort. And what a blessing a church is like this to allow that to happen, to have a ministry like that.
It really tells people that somebody cares, that somebody loves them, that they're not alone. I think that's the big thing, is they're not alone.
I just didn't have a lot of hope at the time. It just every day in and day out. And so this was such a beautiful reminder to me that people are praying for me. And even now, when I come to church, people will say, we still pray for you.
It all started with one little thread, and it wound up into a beautiful shawl. And this came with the shawl, and it meant so much to me. May this gift be a sign of God's loving, healing presence. May it warm you when you are weary. May it surround you with encouragement when you are discouraged. May it remind you that you are surrounded by the prayers of others. Thank God for that. This gift was made for you with love, hope, and prayers. Each stitch represents a prayer that was said for you. Hold it, wrap it, always know you are loved. MCC Care Prayer Shawl Ministry. God bless you all.